What is up, everybody, and welcome to Everything's Plastic. Today we're going to be taking a look at a Star Wars The Black Series, and this is Baylan Skoll Mercenary. Now, obviously, if you guys aren't familiar with Baylan Skoll, he is from the Ahsoka series. This guy was portrayed by the late Ray Stevenson, which, honestly, man, he did a fantastic job. I think it's one of my favorite characters from Ahsoka. Awesome actor, and yeah, it's pretty sad when I learned that he passed. But that being said, still pretty cool to have a figure to almost remember him by. So we'll start by getting a closer look at packaging as always. So we'll start by getting a closer look at the front, and we can see an awesome Baylan figure there inside and a huge lightsaber. And we have a soft good cape as well, which is fantastic. And right down here, we can see that is from Star Wars Ahsoka, like I previously mentioned. We have Baylan Skoll Mercenary, number 13 in the series. Cool image of Baylan on this side. We have nothing on this side, just Star Wars, nothing on the top. And on the bottom, we got this very nice barcode because you know what? Everybody loves barcodes. On the back, same image of Baylan Skoll right here. And we have a quick little read up here if you guys want to pause now. Give it a quick read right now. Pause it. Yeah. Alright guys, other than that, that pretty much wraps up packaging. We'll be right back with Baylan outside the package to get a closer look. Very excited. Missed out on the first actual release of Baylan. And yeah, very cool. So first off, we'll get a closer look at those accessories. And I say those accessories, but the only real accessory that he has is his lightsaber. The hilt itself is a tad bit gummy, which I do not like. This should be like a hard, stiff plastic, my personal opinion. Especially with these little pieces here. If you want to take this off and port the hilt right here, he has a little hook. These little pegs are super easy to break. So be very careful if you're going to remove this. As far as lightsabers go, gummy or not, it actually looks really nice. So we have the silver paint going around here. Silver paint here, we have definitely have some details there going all the way around. And right here, we have the silver paint kind of wearing away, which personally it looks good because it almost looks like burned or withered away or seared or whatever you want to call it by the heat of the lightsaber. So pretty cool little detail. I'm not sure if they tried to do that or not, or maybe they just ran out of paint, but I don't know. Gotta say, guys, I actually really like this cape or robe. They did a fantastic job. Out of Black Series figures, this is by far the nicest robe that I think we've got. And it actually has the little edge going around here too that looks pretty awesome. Really nice detail. Yeah, I'm liking the cloth. It's a very soft cloth as well. It's very nice. We got the stitching on the inside, which you don't really see, but it fits really nice to the figure, to be completely honest. And then on the back here is kind of like weathered and torn and all that good stuff. So fantastic. And take its hood down to get a closer look at that head sculpt. I gotta say, I usually crap on Black Series because out of all Hasbro figure lines, I think the Black Series are kind of not the worst, but we don't get the attention that we get with G.I. Joes and Marvel Legends and stuff. But this one looks fantastic. The hair is nicely sculpted. We got some paint and all that stuff there to bring out the highlights in his hair. His hair is white, but we do have some black and gray kind of mixed in through. We have this nice white beard, which is a nice sculpt. His mustache and all that stuff look fantastic. And then we get down to his eyes. The details in his eyes are fantastic. It's a solid sculpt as well. Personally, I think it actually looks like the actor. Great job by the Hasbro team. Got to give credit where credit's due. And we have some weathering there on his armor. See all the like little stitching and layers and all that stuff. I think that looks fantastic as well. These little pauldrons here are a soft plastic, so they don't really restrict articulation, and they actually pivot with arms as well. And then on the back here, we see the detail kind of carrying over, which looks great. Built, and then all the way down through looks fantastic as well. We got some buckles and all that stuff on his boots, which are not painted, which is unfortunate. We do have a little bit of paint there as well, just to bring out the almost like the wear in the leather boots. But yeah, I think that looks great. And we see the stitching and the detail going all the way down here, which looks great as well. But we get down to his, I'm going to call it bracers, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, a bit of detail on that. I think that looks fantastic as well. So, uh, belt buckle is painted. We got some green there on that as well, which kind of stands out. Almost looks like a crystal. Now, I'm not up on the lore and all that stuff of Star Wars, unfortunately. I am a fan, but I'm not a super hardcore fan. I do enjoy the movies and love the characters and all that stuff. But alright, guys, so we had a closer look at the figure overall. Let's go over articulation. So for his head, it goes back this far, forward this far. You do get some side to side, full rotation all the way around. That neck is articulated, so that goes back and forth like so. His arms go up this far, so not really restricted by the pauldrons, restricted by his armor itself. Seems like there's a little butterfly joint on the inside there, but like I said, this top part of his armor is a hard, stiff plastic, so you're not going to get a whole lot of movement out of that. There's rotation at the base. We have single jointed elbows, which you get a decent range of motion out of. That pivots as well, so a little bit of added movement there. And as for the wrist, it goes back and forth. And this one goes back and forth as well. Actually, oh, pretty cool. It's actually on a little ball joint here. Took his hand off just to show you guys. I was feeling that we had a bit more, better articulation than we did at with most Black Series. So yeah, that worked out pretty good. I like it. And we have a little ball joint down here, so that goes forward this far, back this far. You got some side to side, which you get actually a decent range of motion, a really good range of motion. So yeah, tons of movement out of that. And we have some nice splits in his robe here. So we get a full split, forward this far, back this far, so awesome range of motion going back as well. We have single jointed knees, which obviously you get 90 degrees out of that. There's a rotation, same as the elbow, and for his feet, it goes back this far, forward this far. Got a little bit of side to side. Can't get a rotation because of the armor on the bottom of his boots there. So decent articulation, tad bit restricted. As nice as the figure feels, it still feels outdated, which is what we're commonly used to with these Black Series, in my personal opinion. And when I was talking about his hilt, I said there's a little hook right here. So yeah, that just kind of ports on like so. Now I'm not going to take this blade part off because I have a few of these that actually broke, so I'm not going to take this one off. But yeah, closer look. Let's pop his robe back on. Put that lightsaber in his hand, shall we? I don't like the gummy plastic. I don't like the soft plastic Hasbro's using. See if we can get him in a little pose here. That's going to wrap it up for our review. Going to keep this one nice and quick. I think they did a great job with this one. This one, obviously, it's on the same body as the last one, as far as I know anyways. And as tad bit small for Baylan, but at the same time, it actually resembles Baylan in my personal opinion. It resembles the actor, with the exception of the size, the proportions of the figure. I think visually, it looks fantastic. Articulation is a bit restricted, but we're used to that with the Star Wars Black Series anyways. But overall, I still recommend this one. So if you are a fan of Ahsoka, if you're a fan of Baylan, then I definitely recommend that you pick this one up, man. That soft good cape is fantastic. Probably one of my favorite parts of this figure overall. We have the soft good cape and we have the head sculpt. Fantastic. Great job, Hasbro, which I very, very rarely say in my reviews because Hasbro's have been hit or miss with me for quite some time now. I actually dropped a few Hasbro lines. I am not a hardcore Hasbro fanboy by any means, but I do love Marvel, and a lot of my favorite comic book characters are Marvel characters. So if you liked that review, hit that like button. Let us know what you think of this figure. Let us know what you think of our review. And if you guys have this one in your collection, let me know what you think of it. If you guys like the review, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and turn on that notification bell to keep you up to date with all of our nonsense that we get on with on the channel. We hope to see you on the next one. Keep collecting, stay safe, go buy some toys.